Hey YouTube, welcome back to another video documenting my journey to Legend. I've never hit Legend before and I'm hoping to do so for the first time this season. If that's something you think you'd be interested in, definitely consider subscribing to the channel. Before we get started with the battles, I want to give a stacked shout out to the following people. You guys are subscribing much faster than I can knock these out, so thank you. Typho Mytho, Quark Gaming, who's been subscribed to the channel for a minute. Thank you, bro. Someone whose name is Walter White, yo, and definitely not a shiny Kyogre. Henry, who sipped juice from the forbidden fruit and got loose. And the bro from Jotunheim, JJ Tottenham. Thank you guys, as always, for your support. I really appreciate all the comments, all the likes. It means a lot. And now, without further ado, let's get on with the battles. So, we're still rocking Charizard, A-Slash, and Giratina. This time with the correct movesets. And on this final battle, I ran this team for a minute now, and I didn't quite hit Veteran. I'm really close. But for my last set, I switched A-Slash's moveset from Bulldoze to Gyro Ball, and it actually helped out a lot more than I thought it would. I was keeping Bulldoze for like the one-off Jellicent or, Wall Rain that I was seeing. But honestly, Gyro Ball is just such a better move that it came in clutch. For the first battle, we had a pretty great lead, and they come in with Wall Rain for this one. I was a little slow to the swap initially. Now I'm behind on energy, and I still beat them to the move. So I'm like, okay, I just need to get a shield, and I can't get called on a bait. But I shielded up at the last second just because, the Stone Edge is going to send me to the moon. At this point, I know I'm going to lose, so I CMP tie and at least get off a Dragon Claw just to put this into like a little bit of farm down range, because A-Slash doesn't want to see this guy. So they knock me, they knocked me out and it hurt my soul. I think I'm going to come back in with Giratina to try and farm down. I don't know what the hell happened there. But their switch timer was up, which I didn't realize, and I at least managed to get that off. And now we're looking pretty good because I can survive an Earthquake. A-Slash is pretty bulky. Maybe not bulky. Bulky is probably not the right word, but it's tanky enough to survive an Earthquake. Even from a Shadow Wall Rain, which was pretty good to know. Don't ask me how I know that, but I learned. So we get off the Gyro Ball, knocks him out. And we managed to just barely get to that Icicle Spear. I don't think we would have been in a poor situation. They might have reached a Sacred Sword, but yeah, I'm glad we didn't get to find out. So yeah, Shiny Charizard in the lead, rocking Wing Attack, Dragon Claw, and Blast Burn. This match isn't as bad as you would think it is. I farm up a little more. I don't know how they... Maybe they counted to the back-to-back and just were trying to catch a Dragon Claw, but that was impressive as hell. I was like, what the hell? That was so random. Yeah, they launched the Dragon Claw. I'm not going to shield this thing up because Snorlax is just going to come in and farm this thing down. And I think I can barely farm this down. So now I have a boatload of energy. I'm going to try to launch this off at the Snorlax, if I can get to it. And I believe they're at like 7 or 8 licks, so by the time they farm me down, they're gonna be at a Body Slam. And yeah, so we get these moves off. We barely managed to get that Dragon Claw off. I thought I was gonna die with the move, so I'm really happy that we didn't. And I know that they're either gonna throw right away or swap. And we just managed to catch the Charmer in the background. I was really hoping that there wasn't a Goon, but it didn't make too much sense for me to be for there to be a Goon in the back. We land that Gyro Ball, and we both save our shields for the next match. So that was really clutch. Perfect lead. They bring in the Goon. I have Giratina, which would do all right, and I'm gonna bring it in, but I want to guarantee a shield. And this is a bit of a bad play because you're misaligning the switch timers by a lot. And so now I'm just not going to shield Giratina. I'm going to try to get as low as I can, just on the off chance that they bring back in the Ninetales. But then again, are they willing to switch lock the Ninetales, We have the Goon on the field. This is what A-Slash wants to avoid. This team was working out a little bit better. I accidentally CMP tie there, like a noob, but at least they can't swap out. So we get this Dragon Claw off, and it's gonna put them right in the red. And we throw this right away just to make them make the decision. They let it go. I believe they bring back in the Ninetales, and it is rocking Charm. So now I can bring in either or. I think I come in with Charizard, and they have a Lapras in the back. I thought it was a Wall Rain. This is still a decent matchup, and yeah, I'm starting to think we lose this one. Because I remember I remember going for the Blast Burn in one of these battles and not having enough health, and so I just get charmed down. I'm hoping that's not this one, because this was a pretty good run. But yeah, Surfs are not doing too bad. I'm throwing on correct timing, you know, trying to throw in between their Ice Shard. One, so that they can't catch, but also so that I don't give them free energy. And I think I let this go. I probably should have used my shields at some point. I throw just before they get to their next Surf. And I have the back-to-back, so if they want a shield, which they don't. And I'm figuring maybe, I didn't realize how low my Sand Slash was. So yeah, if they had shielded that, I would have been screwed. I almost threw that game. This was the match we lost. And let's see how we can play around it. I know I need Switch. Like, I can't do anything against a Lowland Golem. Everything is resisted, and no amount of energy is going to change that. They let me get to a next Dragon Claw. And here I think I made the mistake. I should have shielded once, which is fine. And with those Dragon Breaths through, I think I could have farmed them down without having to sacrifice this shield. But I was a pussy. I was too scared. I wasn't sure if I was going to get the farm down, and I think that's what cost me the game. So now in hindsight, right, 2020, I managed to get all these Dragon Claws off. They come in with Venusaur, which is fine. I'm just going to let this thing, well, it can't farm me down, but I'm going to get it as low as I can. They're close to another Frenzy Plant, and I'm going to come in with Charizard. And as you can see, they swap back out, and they're going to let me get to this Gyro Ball. But because it's not double super effective like Bulldoze, this is the one match where I probably could have used Bulldoze because they let it through. And I would have just knocked them out and it would have been a GG's. I thought I CMP tied there, but I don't. I was like, what the hell is that? So yeah, maybe it was a misaligned turn. I throw right before their Rock Blast. I know they're going to shield this. And there's just, if I had that shield, if I had that one shield, this might have been a different game. So I don't know if I would have survived that. I think I would have just barely gotten out of that, and it would have been a much better win. This would have been a 5-0. So spoiler alert, this is a 4-1. Kyurem, shiny Kyurem. That's a nice ass shiny. I haven't done any rating, mostly because I'm busy with work, busy with this. But that Kyurem is mud nice. I bring in the Giratina. I know they're gonna throw a Glaciate. I don't think I shield this. Oh wow, I do. Never mind. Look at me. I don't even know what I do. They bring in the Skarmory. XL Skarmory. That's pretty dope. I also have a Hundo that I'm trying to build up, but I just, Skarmory doesn't have a lot of play. You know, it's like, yeah, cool that I have a Hundo and that I could possibly build it up, but it's just not looking too good. They do a good job of debuffing me before they bring in the Skarmory, because now this is a pretty dominant matchup. And here I think I make a mistake. One, I throw on alignment, so they get like 2 turns of free energy, maybe 3. And they potentially could have farmed me down. But now I can let this go. They're at the back-to-back. And I'm just hoping, I'm going to bring in, yeah, A-Slash. And I'm hoping they can't reach the Brave Bird. And they don't. So they were 1 away. And now we are looking good. So this one seemed like it was pretty in the bag. I think I make a slight misplay here. Or maybe my opponent does. Yeah, they swap out immediately thinking I was going to swap into the Charizard. Had they done that, I think I would have lost it. Had I done that, I think I would have lost the game. But yeah, we were swinging back and forth. So as you can see down below, we were at 23.96. And this pushed us up to 24.38. But yeah, I kept tanking. I kept swinging back and forth. But we're close. We're close. This is, I think, the closest I've been to veteran this season. So I'm hoping that when this video comes out, I can update you guys and let you know that I hit veteran. I feel like every video I'll lie to you about that. But yeah, we're doing a little better. This team's working. I'm gonna try this again with Gyro Balls, Sand Slash. Again, I ran out of TM, so I'm glad I got it in the last one. And yeah, thank you guys for the support. I'll catch you in that next video. Peace.